Like Gore Vidal, I never wanted to do anything else but go to the movies. Perhaps because Werner Herzog, the brilliant German director, was right when he said that movies can transmit ecstatic truth, a special truth full of deep human meaning. Well, my name is Jim, and these are the Academy Movie Junkies. This is our studio, and we're very proud of it. We like it. And in here, we're making a series of programs for the internet about movies. And I'll ask my on-air colleague, Brian, to explain a bit about the movies.
Thanks, Jim. Well, what it is we try to do here at Movie Junkies is we take a look at films dealing with drug addiction and alcoholism, you know, films generally dealing with darker or heavier topics, and we try to relate them to different topics in recovery. And what Jim and I do, as well as all the junkies, is we go around campus and we talk to people here, you know, at this treatment facility, Gatehouse Academy, about what their view is on the film or on that specific topic.
Hi, my name is Jerry.
Hi, Jerry.
Don't love him, you love me. Do you hear me? I'm here because my friend died. He died a hero.
That's my wife. That's my wife. You're hurting her.
In this tragic way.
No!
Are you Mrs. Brian Burke?
Your dad was my best friend.
When?
When I was your age, last week.
Thanks for coming.
Sure.
He was so loyal. Most people would have given up on you, but he didn't. Here's the deal. You can move in, get yourself situated, and you can pay me rent.
I don't need your charity, Audrey.
I'm the one that needs the help here. I need you to stay. Can you just stay for a little bit?
Audrey, I don't think she's facing reality, man.
I don't know if I'm ever gonna feel happy again. I need to sleep. I'm wondering if maybe you might be able to help me.
I don't know about this.
You his girlfriend?
No, he was my husband's best friend.
Why am I here?
Would you like to help me?
You don't get your head on the water?
I don't know.
1, 2, 3. I want to be your friend forever.
Like you were with my dad?
You bet.
Does it get better?
I think it's getting a little bit better. One day at a time.
You had a fire.
Yeah. We lost a lot. But we still have each other.
All right, so Jim, today we're taking a look at The Things That We Lost in the Fire, directed by Suzanne Bier and starring Benicio del Toro and Halle Berry. I watched this film last night, and you know, it's about a woman kind of trying to bounce back from a recent tragedy, and you know what I mean, invites an old friend into her house, a troubled friend, and it all kind of ends up going downhill from there. And I thought it was a very powerful portrayal of kind of, I don't know, from what I could see, you know, codependency, you know what I mean, in their relationship, and her being somewhat of a damaged person at that time and needing something else to focus on. And I thought you know, we had talked about this, the title is a reference to, you know, The Things We Lost in the Fire. You know, the title's a reference to when a person has a house fire, their house burned down, they have to start anew. And, you know, as they do in this film, you know, there's a lot of horrible things that happen to the individuals, and they, you know, they have to start anew, but nothing ever really sticks, you know what I mean? It's kind of just this, you know, vicious cycle that's going on, and, you know, until the, you know, the end. I'm not going to reveal it to our viewers, but it's just kind of an ongoing struggle. So I did find the film very powerful.
Well, I think it's so. I think it is a very powerful movie. I found it. People talked to me about it and said you should see that, and I don't remember much about when it came out or anything. But when I did see it, I thought, like, yeah, it is. It's really very, very good, and it is about starting anew, and it is all about. Starting anew from the perspective of a person with a fire, and also with Benicio del Toro's character with his drug addiction, trying to having an opportunity to start anew, and it looks like it's all going to happen, and he goes to treatment and so on, and then of course there are questions. So it's a real. There are so many questions that are asked in this movie that worry me, in the sense that. You like to see movies that have answers. Yes, there is an answer to drug addiction. Yes, you can go into treatment and be fine. But there isn't that answer here. You do not know that that person is going to be fine. And that is very troubling, even though we do know that people die, and they die often.
Well, oftentimes for chronic relapsers there's a little stint of sobriety, and during that time it's usually, you know, like rebuilding, just like a house that's burned down, it takes a lot of work. There's a lot of stress, there's a lot of time and effort, there's a lot of mixed feelings, and the stress of that, oftentimes it's just easier to go back to what you know of using, because that's a good coping skill that at the time feels like it works. It might be a short fix, but at the time it feels like it's worth it. So oftentimes it just feels like it's so overwhelming that I'm just going to go back to what I know. And then it gets to the point where it's just so difficult, and you know, reach a bottom that's like, okay, I want some time in sobriety again. Like, it's worth it. I'm going to continue to rebuild, just like you would rebuild a house after a fire. And it goes back to, okay, I'm working, I'm going to get back to where I was, I'm going to start learning these new skills. And then again, it might become overwhelming. So it's a horrible pattern. And then when somebody gets it, it can be for all different reasons. It might be that the last time their life fell apart, it was just too much. They never want to go back to that. So they're worth, and they realize that they're worth dealing with all those feelings and the work that it takes to, like, have long-term sobriety.
Well, I know for me, whenever I have gone to treatment and then like went somewhere, like when I started over, it was usually just like a geographical cure. Like I wasn't really working a program when I left. Like I'd go to somewhere new, but all of my behaviors were the same because I wasn't doing anything different other than not using at the time, and that usually didn't last long. I'm a chronic relapser, so I mean, every time I'd leave somewhere, finish a program, I eventually was right back to where I was before, if not worse. But coming here, I think, I mean, just the long-term aspect has a lot to do with it, because I'm pretty good at putting the happy face on for a long time, but there's only so long that you can keep that up before it's eventually broken down. So here, it's been a lot harder. Had to take like a deeper look at myself than most other places that I've been to, well, any other place I've been to.
I had a lot of experiences starting over. I have been grateful that I haven't had to restart my sobriety, but the life experiences, the life changes, starting over, moving from one place to another, being in a marriage and divorced, having a child that's in recovery. Those kind of experiences have been done totally with the support of the people in the program. I mean, that's my experience. They're frightening, major life changes to even minor changes. The last one, we moved cross country at 58 years old, you know, and that was truly a God thing.
Does it ever get easier, the changes?
I think the changes always bring a certain piece of anxiety with it, but the more I use all the people available to me and my stay connected to my higher power, the less stressful it becomes.
again, as always, some really good feedback from our staff and residents. I think hearing what they have to say adds some gravity to the topics that we're trying to look at, and really kind of nails the point of why these movies relate to alcoholism and addiction, because this is coming from us, the alcoholic and the addicts, and I think it really adds some perspective. I, for one, really felt good about viewing this film and using it today as something that we were going to take a look at. Something that really stuck out was Benicio del Toro. I think that, you know, as of recently, I haven't seen him in too much. Very recently. His last performance that I really enjoyed was the Che Guevara film, but now this one would be probably the last film I've seen. So, yeah, I enjoyed the film overall.
Yeah, Benicio del Toro was very, very good in this picture. I think I liked it very much. So was she. I haven't seen. Not a great fan of hers, but I thought the whole thing was really good, and what our people said is good. Because I don't think we have. I have anything more to say other than, you know, we do have notes as usual, and please ask for them, because they will help you in your quest for understanding of alcoholism and drug addiction.